Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So today what we've got for you is the fastest way to navigate the underbelly to find all of the chest locations. So within the underbelly we have got the transfer, armory, aqueduct, ventilator, engine, pipeline, conduit, irrigation and drain. So all these locations hold a chest, of which what you need to do is kill 4 watchers in a selected time limit, so as quickly as possible. If you manage to successfully kill all 4 of the watchers quickly enough, then it's going to open a door and reveal a chest. Now that's for some of them. So this guide is to look at the quickest way to do this. So as you can see, I've entered the underbelly, gone up the first fan. First thing to do, first set is on a loop, so head straight up the ramp when you get to the top of the fan. And the first one that we're going to come to is the transfer. So as I say, there is a loop that you can do here. So you can go transfer, armory, aqueduct, even ventilator and then engine, whereas actually the quickest way to probably do this is transfer, armory and then aqueduct and engine without going down the ventilator. You'll kind of see why as we go through the video. So as you can see, you get to the top of the ramp, there's nowhere else to go other than the transfer. So first of all, you head into the transfer. When you're in the transfer, top left hand room indicated if you're just going in normal to do a key run by the crossed axis, so it looks like you're heading towards Gauntlet, so you're just going to carry on heading through this tube right here, and when you get to the end, there you go, straight at the armory. Okay, so as soon as you hit the armory, what you can do if you've got the Gauntlet encounter this week, and you just want to go first of all for the transfer key and the armory key and then head straight into Gauntlet, then yeah, obviously you can do that. If not, if you're just doing a key run, double back on yourself, head back into transfer, and then as you enter transfer this time, just head straight down to the opposite side of the room and exit out, which is where we're going to find the aqueduct key. So as you can see, I'm not collecting every chest, all I'm doing is showing you the locations. Now I managed to hit all 10 different locations plus all the quick routes into the different encounters in 9.5 minutes, okay? So as you see, you head down the ramp here, straight into the aqueduct, and then up there is where you're going to find your chest. Back out of aqueduct, straight across the pipes, and this way you see this is just a circuit that we did that's going to drop us into the ventilator. And then straight across as soon as we get into the ventilator, and we dropped all the way down. So I say all of this is just follow your nose. It's pretty straightforward, hard to get lost because there isn't really anywhere you can go wrong, okay? So I say this is all on a fixed loop, and there we go, we're into ventilator, and then easy enough straight into engine. So all of those chests, transfer, armory, aqueduct and engine, they're all on a single circuit. Okay, so really easily accessed, dead quick. The next route, all the rest of the chests are located through the ventilator. Okay, so if you just wanted to go straight to ventilator, what you can do instead of doing the loop that I just did is when you get to the top of the fan, as you come into the underbelly, you just take your first left, and that door there straight away is the one that's going to take you into the engine, basically the one that doesn't take you up the ramp. Okay, so really straightforward. So make your way through the ventilator. As I'm sure you well know, the ventilator chest is really easy. You don't need a fire team to help you get this one. Just head halfway up, and when you get halfway down the ventilator, you will find the chest on your left hand side if you're coming from the engine, and on the right hand side if you're coming through from pipeline, drain, conduit or irrigation. So once you get to the end of the ventilator, you're obviously going to hit the switch and go up the fan, which is going to give you 2 options as to which direction you can go. Either towards Chalice, which is indicated by the Chalice symbol and the purple sort of lighting or red lighting as you walk down the corridor, or to the left, which is the direction I'm going first. So this is going to take us straight into pipeline. Now this is a closed loop, so what you can do is you can go into pipeline and drain, but then you do need to double back on yourself if you're wanting to collect other keys. But pipeline and drain are pretty much next to each other, so as soon as we go into pipeline, you just head straight across, and and once you head to the other side of pipeline, through the red column, down the corridor, and you'll find yourself in drain. So what you can do from drain is you can get into the dogs encounter, you can get into the bats encounter. Okay, so if again you're just doing like a closed circuit, you want to get the engine, ventilator, pipeline drain key in whatever order, and then just drop into the dogs or the bats encounter, you can do that by doing this route. Okay, if you wanted to continue to get other chests, you know, you've done 3 raids or whatever this week and you've been fortunate enough to get lots of different keys and you're going back in to collect all of those keys, then you're going to want to double back once you've hit drain and just basically retrace your steps until you get to back out the other side of pipeline, where the hole is, where you can fall down back into the ventilator, but this time take the exit to Callus. So here we are, we're in the drain, and that's the entrance to the dogs there, and turn around, that's the entrance to baths. Okay, so we're going to double back because we're just looking for chest locations now. So as I say, what inspired me to do this is talking to lots of people that don't actually collect their chests every week, just because it's a pain to work out where to go, how to get the different chest locations. And also, you know, when people are going in to do the raid, they don't really want to stop to get the chest. They prefer to just kind of chip through the underbelly as quickly as they can, and get to the different encounters and clear the raid, which is fair dues. But if you wanted to try and get the chest, I'm hoping this is going to give you the speediest, the fastest guide available on the internet to get to all different chest locations. And even if you want to jump into the different encounters, then those too. If you just want quick encounter guides, check out my guide on that. I've got a couple of how to get to the different locations within the underbelly. So this time, as you can see, we've headed towards the chalice symbol, so we drop down into Callus. And again, if you want a shortcut into Callus, there you go, that's Callus's room right there. Alternatively, again, we're just going for chests, so we're just going to head straight across, take a right, jump up, and then basically again follow your nose. There's only one direction you can go here. Can be a little disorientating, but if you jump out, you can kind of see the lights, and it does light your way a little bit. And once we get to the end of all these platforms, we're going to drop down into the conduit. So again, the conduit's a bit of a pain because you, like pipeline, you need more than you know, one person. You can do them solo, but they are really, really difficult. So if you wanted to try and get those chests, it is probably best to go in with 2 people, maybe even more. I mean, if you've got more people, easier. Okay. So once you're in conduit, head all the way down to the other end. Obviously, if you wanted to get the chest, clear the watchers out and wait for the door to open, then you can get your chest. Once you hit the other end of conduit, jump up onto the pipes, or straight up if you've got a decent jump. I'm just doing this for speed purposes. And then just be careful on the pipes, take your time. You can see the entrance to the dogs there on my right, just down below me, so if you want entrance into dogs from here, you can do that. Or just loop back round like I am, and the only one that's not got a symbol above the door, this is irrigation, so straight into irrigation. Now what I'm going to do now is just show you a cheeky hit on the Armory key. Okay, so the Armory, we saw the Armory earlier on when we were doing that first loop, but it is accessible from this part of the raid, so, or this part of the underbelly even. So what you can do is head towards the crossed axe symbol, so as if you were going to take a shortcut into the gauntlet, and once you drop down, you just kind of follow your nose until you find the room with the big plant pots in, and the second plant pot on your left, if you jump up onto the lip of there and look up, which I'm about to do now, you will see that you can jump up into the ceiling and collect the Armory key from there. So if you're trying to do this solo, that is probably the easiest way to obtain the Armory key. Okay, so as you can see, 9 minutes just elapsed, and I've hit every single chest, I've hit every single quick shortcut into all of the encounters in the raid. Okay, so hopefully you found that useful, hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, please drop a like on the video. Seriously, your support really helps. And also put a comment down there if you want to see something in particular, if you want to look at other different things within the raid, within anywhere of the Destiny community, stuff that you don't think that's being covered by other people, please let me know, because I will cover that on my channel. Okay, so all we're going to do now is just double back, retrace our steps and head all the way back through, all the way down into the ventilator and back to where we first entered the underbelly. Alright guys, I will catch you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed that one. Peace!